What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'll be guiding you guys to install Flutter on your laptop or your PCs. And as you all know, in my previous videos I had talked about Flutter Web and Flutter Desktop Embedding. Those required you guys to have Flutter installed on your device. So this video is basically a guide to install Flutter. So let's start by going over to flutter.dev. This is the official website of Flutter, where you can find the latest information about Flutter development, and you can also download Flutter from here. So click on get started, and if you are using Flutter in China, then follow this link. Otherwise, click the respective platform that you are using. I'm going to go with Windows. For Windows, you must have at least Windows 7 and 400 MB of disk space, and you also need Git because Flutter is GitHub based project, and click on this to download the latest version of Flutter SDK. I've already downloaded Flutter SDK, so I'm going to cancel this, and after that I'm going to go over to my downloads folder and extract the zip file that I just downloaded. It'll take some time, so till then install the Git. I've already installed it, so I'm installing it again. But if you have not installed Git, then I recommend you guys to install, because updating Flutter is all done through Git, and you can also post your project in GitHub through Git. And for the IDE, I use Visual Studio Code. I find it much simpler and easier because it's lightweight and easy to use. So head over to this link. I'll give this link in the description. You can download this from any platform: Mac, Linux, Windows, and in my case I'm using Windows. I've already installed it, so I'm gonna open up Visual Studio Code, and this is how it looks. So there are options in the side. Click on the bottom option, which is the extension, and for Flutter to run you must install Flutter plugin. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to install it again, but for you guys you must install this. And it also requires Dart. So these two are the essential extensions for running Flutter, and there are other extensions as well which are additional extensions which are not compulsory, such as Flutter plugin snippets and bracket pair colorizer. These are just handy tools that make it easy for you guys to develop. There is also material icon theme. This also helps you customize your Visual Studio. Still the extraction has not completed. It's taking a lot of time in my case. I don't know if it will take the same time for you guys. So here you can find many other instructions. So here is recommended to put the extraction in C drive but not on the program files, because it requires elevated privilege, that is administrative privilege, and the third step is not required that much because we are going to figure this out with the environment variable. So in here you are required to put the path in environment variable, and Flutter Doctor is basically checking your requirements. You also need Android Studio for this to work, or you can just install SDK, but I recommend you guys to install Android Studio because it's much more easy to install and it'll come handy while developing Android apps. So extraction has completed, so I'm gonna move this to my local folder. So I'm gonna run this, and here's my local folder. I'm gonna paste my Flutter folder here. And if you haven't downloaded Android Studio, download it from this link. It's available on all the platforms. And let's open up command prompt and run Flutter. As you can see, Flutter is not recognized. This is because we haven't added the environment variable in path. So let's open the properties of this PC, and let's find the Flutter folder. Let's go to the bin, and here you can find flutter.bat. So let's copy this location or the path and go to the advanced system settings. Click on environment variables, and in path click on new and add the path to your Flutter. I'm gonna move this up and click on OK. You can close this now, and let's rerun command prompt because we have updated the path. So now if I run Flutter, the command is recognized. So there you can find many instructions. Let's run Flutter doctor and check the requirements if they are met. It'll show you the version of Flutter, and you'll check the dependencies. And all the dependencies are met. I'm gonna make a directory in D drive Flutter, and I'm gonna change the directory to this folder. So to create a Flutter project, you have to type Flutter create, and for the package name you can give -org space and your package name. I'm gonna go with com.kikiteki, and after that you can use different languages. For iOS you have to use -i space, and if you want to use Swift then you can write Swift. Otherwise by default it is Objective-C, and -a for Android, which is Kotlin. By default it is Java. And after that you have to type your app name. Here we are getting an error because I'm using capital letter in my app name. You must use all lowercase in package name as well as app name. So after that it's building the project, and all done. So let's clear the screen, and I'm going to change my directory to first app that I just created, and you can use this handy command to open up code in the current directory. So in Visual Studio Code, the folder is open. Here you can find Android folder, iOS folder. Android is a normal Android project, and iOS is Xcode project. And in lib folder, this is where you basically code your app. So there is main.dart, and in popspec.yaml, this is where you include your dependencies as well as versioning your app, and also assets and fonts. So in app, go to source, and in main you'll find Android manifest. Here you can change your app name. We had used lowercase, so I'm going to change it to uppercase. And in case of iOS, you have to go to runner and info.plist. Here you'll find cf bundle name, and below that change the name of your app. So let's open up main.dart, and here you will find a basic Dart code to make an app. I'm gonna use a power mirror. This software allows me to run my app on phone and mirror it on my laptop. So it's connecting through USB and it's connected. I'm going to move this to the side so that you can see the code as well as the output. I'm going to run this command so that there are all packages that are required for this project to work. So after this has completed, I'm going to run this. You can run it through a debug and start without debugging, or you can press Ctrl F5 to run your project. The first time you're running this, it'll take some time because I'll need to build the app and create some files, but after that it will not take much time for you guys to run the project. So installing the app, this is running on debug mode, so there might be some lags and it'll be slower, but if you are running on release mode, it'll be fast. So this is a basic demo which includes state management and text, floating action button and all. So this is the first demo, that is that default template. Here you can see the debug banner. You can remove this by this command, debug show checked banner false, and in release mode it is automatically removed, so this only shows in debug mode. So let's change this title. This is basically the title of your app, which is shown in recent apps in older version of Android, I believe. And below here, this is the primary color of your app. I'm going to change this to amber. So as you guys can see, I'm just saving the file and it is hot reloading. This is the magic of Dart language. It allows you to hot reload your code, which reduces your development time, which is a good sign of Flutter. I'm gonna remove this title and I'm gonna put it directly on the title section without using the variable. So I'm gonna put the title here. So I have saved it and it has reloaded it. So this is quick guys, it'll help you a lot to save your time and develop the project as quick as possible. And if you wanna change the app icon, which is by default the Flutter logo, as you guys can see here, this is the default logo of Flutter. If you want to change that, in case of Android, head over to main folder and in there go to rest folder and map and change all the resolution of your IC launcher. put the same name, otherwise you'll have to change it in the manifest file. So create the correct resolution and put them in there. And in case of iOS, go to runner, and in assets folder go to app icon, and in here you will find the icons. So that's it. I'm gonna close this all. And if you want to build a release version, you have to use this command flutter build apk. You'll generate a release version of your app in apk format. So in the project directory inside build folder, you'll find app folder. In here go to outputs apk, and by default there is only debug because we had run this on debug mode. After this build will complete, you'll have a new folder named release, and you'll have your app inside there. Right now I'm using the default settings, but I'll make another video for settings on release mode, and you can find the instruction on Flutter's website as well. So you can run Flutter build app bundle to build a bundle of Android version. So in output folder in apk there is a new folder named release, and in here you'll find your app release apk. So building the app bundle has completed. So here you'll find bundle folder, and in release you'll find app.aap. That's the Android app bundle. So that's it guys for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like if you enjoyed it, leave a comment if you have any confusion or any suggestions, and please subscribe to my channel because I'll be posting more videos about Flutter and its plugins extensions soon, so please stay tuned.